Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer and today I'm Gamesplaining Cerebria. So if you've watched my other videos, you'll have a really good idea of how to play Cerebria. I'm going to have a quick playthrough, set the game up for 4 players. This is the order of play, so starting with misery, then love, then hatred, then delight. Hopefully you'll be able to see what's going on. So let's get started. Everyone's looking for the most number of these gems. Blue is looking for attitude, so the most number of these circles, and orange is looking for emotions in as many triads as possible. We start with misery. Misery's token is up here. He has 2 cards, pessimism and embarrassment. If I was to play pessimism onto the board at the end of that turn, or that third of the turn, I guess, and once I put the essence onto the card, what I would be looking for is who has the most essence. If Bliss had the most essence, pessimism would get a +1. So it's not worth playing that in the moment because I guarantee that gloom would be higher than Bliss. Embarrassment will sit there, and as soon as someone's card leaves the display, so via playing the quell action, or someone playing the quell action, I would gain stuff. So it's probably worthwhile getting that onto the board fairly quickly. Okay, so to start with, I will throw the pessimism action out, which adds one of these into the spot. It's my choice which one I go into. I think that it actually might be worthwhile going there as a starting point. So I can put an embarrassment just there with a token from my own board. That makes these guys equal, so that one goes off the board, and that costs me 1 crystal only. That card goes away also. I'll then do the fortify action, which will cost me 3 more crystals. 1, 2, 3. And I'll fortify there, which gives me a +1. So at the moment, this area, blue is worth 2 and orange is worth 1. So we'll add that up. So that was my second action. And for my third action, I will spend the 2 crystals to use that action, which gets me 2 extra cards into my hand. So there's one, there's the second one, and flip the top card over. And that is all of my actions done. So that then comes back to the beginning, and I flip that over, so I'm available to do that next time. At the end of Misery's turn, he has the choice to flip over one of these tokens or take 2 more cards. He's already got 2 cards, so he's going to flip one of these tokens over, so it's available for either him or hatred to use. Now we jump over to the other side of the table, to the love action. These are the cards that love have. He has courage and kindness. So with courage, if I put that into play in a space that influences a gloom token, so for example, at the moment I can only put that here, I need to move her to there. If I put that there, I would get an extra action for doing so. If I can get kindness into play, when I do my absorb ability, if I am adjacent to that ability, I'll get to take an extra crystal from the space. So it's probably worthwhile getting that guy into play as quickly as possible. So what love is going to do, he will spend courage to add a token, and he will do something very similar what the last one did. He'll add that to there, enabling him to throw that card down. Noticing the extra crystal come from the general supply, not from the board in the middle. So that's one action. That now causes this one to be controlled by orange. This guy has 2 against that guy, say 2 there. So that actually now comes off, not controlled by anyone. What he'll now do is he will, where's it gone? There it is. Do his action in the middle, so he gets 2 as a starting point. He's next to 1 orange, so he gets 1 more. And because he's next to this, he gets 1 more from the supply. That then turns to the next spot. So he's going to use that board ability, which means he doesn't cost anything. He's going to get, he might get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 tokens to be able to use. That was on that ability just there. That's number 2. His third action will be to use this ability, so he's going to have to pay the crystal to add 1, and he's going to add 1 onto that, and then he will use another crystal to add a second one onto that, which definitely gives him control there. It's the end of his turn, so flip that over. He gets to either take 2 more cards or flip over one of these markers, and I think he's going to take the 2 cards, so he'll take that one and that one, go down, and we move on to the next player's turn. It's now Hatred's turn. Hatred is sitting just here. What he's going to do is he will move to start with, and that's going to cost him 1 crystal. He'll just move to there, and that was his first action. He'll then build here, which is going to take 3. He sends 1, 2, 3. That's his second action. What he wants to do is place another one here, another one of these cards, but he doesn't have any crystals left. So what he's going to have to do, unfortunately, is I will now have to use that action. I can only do it on this one, so I get 2 for the basic, plus 1 for this control. I don't control that one, so I get plus 1. That then allows me to add one of the tokens to my board, anywhere on my board, and I will add a token there. That then turns. So as my third turn, I will put one of these down into this space. It's going to cost me normally 2, but -1, so it's going to cost me 1 crystal to do so. And then put that one on there. I get a +1 if I'm next to a tower, which I am. Suddenly that becomes blue. I'll hang on to that. I'll flip over a second token, and it is Bliss's turn. So we're on to Delight. Okay, Delight is going to start by adding a token. So it'll cost him 3. So to add there, which gets him a +1 in that realm. He's going to then move, and he will spend that one to gain a green. On the move action, I think he's going to go there. Actually, no, he'll go there. So he'll be able to move to that side for free, because that's the -1 costs. He will then take this token. Now, it doesn't matter how many he's actually earned, by the way. So if there's only 1 left, he can only take 1. He then gets to put an ability, one of these things. That then causes the scoring straight away. The public goal, the bliss goal, and the gloom goal all come into play. So, who has the most things out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for bliss. 1, 2, 3, 4 for gloom. So bliss has won that one. Let's look at the other one bliss needs. This is awareness, so whoever has the most of the spaces taken. So there's 1, 2 for bliss, 1, 2, 3 for gloom. So bliss has not got that one, which means that they will only be able to add a small token into the middle. And then the attitude, so what we're looking for is these. So there's 2 blue, 3 red, orange, so gloom has not managed to get that either. Those 3 cards then disappear into the box. Because we've opened up one that's near a pile, that one goes into the center as well, and the counter comes off. Notice that happened after the count up of the previous tokens. Now, because Gloom got 0 points on that, they get to do a couple of things. First thing, they get to get rid of one of these. I think they're going to flip that one over for the moment. They also get to choose between the top 3 of their next tokens. I think that they're going to go for that one. The other 2 get shuffled into the pile, and that one goes on top. Bliss just gets to go for that. Then that gets refilled with the 7 crystals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gets pushed around 1 as normal. Then we come back to Delight's last turn. Delight has 2 crystals, so he's going to use both of them to put this there, which now means that has control. Blue's still in control of that one. Orange still in control there. Finish off his turn, he will take that card and that card, flipping the next one over, pushing that back to the board. Okay, look, I think you've got a really good idea of how the game plays now, and you can see kind of where we're heading and how to get to the end. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you wish to be Gamesplaned, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at thegamesplainer to see what games I've been playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.